Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are well. Today, I'll continue my previous lecture as you have learned about the table, that how can you insert or create a table in MS Word and how can you apply designs, bordering and shading on the table. Today, I'll explain you that how can you enter data in your required cells of your table and how can you insert more columns or rows in an existing table, or how can you delete unnecessary row or column from your table. So first I'll explain you that how can you enter text or how can you enter data in your required cells. For example, you will click on the required cell first where you have to type the text, and then you will type text like names. Then you will click in the next cell in the same way and type the text. Then click in the third cell and type text like address. Then in the fourth cell you will click first and then type the text like CNIC. At the end, in the last cell you will click first and then you will type the text like email. Okay, then in the same way, you will type the names of the students. So you will click in the required cell first, then you will type the name of the student like Sarah and Ali. This was the way to type the text to enter the data in your required cells of your table. Now I'll explain you that how can you insert one more row in your table. For example, you want to insert a row below the first row of your table. So you will click on the first row and then you will right click on it. A pop-up menu will appear in front of you and you will select the option Insert. You have further options: columns to the left, columns to the right, rows above, rows below, and cells. And you will click the option Rows Below. Now you can see the change. You have one more row below the first row of your table. In the same way, if you need one more column next to the first column, so you will click on the first column, okay, and then right click on it, click the option Insert, and then select the option Column to the right. And you can see the change that you have one more column next to the first column of your table. So now I'll tell you that how can you delete a specific row or column. For example, I want to delete the second row, so I'll click on it, then I'll right click. After clicking right, I'll click the option Delete Cells. A dialog box will appear in front of you, and then you will select the option Delete Entire Row, and then you will click the button OK. And you can see the change, the row is deleted now. Okay. Now, if you want to delete the second column, so just you will click on it, then click right, click the option Delete Cells. Once again, the dialog box will appear in front of you and you will click the option Delete Entire Column and click OK button. And you can see the change, the column is deleted now. I hope students that you have learned all the concepts of page number 15, 16 and 17 of your textbook, and now you can you can do practically your hands-on page number 18, which was your this week assignment, and I hope that you will do successfully on the basis of these concepts. Okay students, so take care now. Allah Hafiz.